Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 4 of the NAGA. We are going to kick it off with one of our 1 p.m. games. This is Brooklyn taking on South Beach here. And we have Cody Tobin facing off against new quarterback making his NAGA debut today, Maurice Gresham Jr., who is a rookie. Was the Mr. Irrelevant in this season's draft, and looks to make a positive first impression here. We have the team's performances throughout the first 3 games that we'll go into. Brooklyn standing at 1-2 on the year with a -3 point differential. They are 20th in total offense, 8th in pass, 25th in rush, 18th total in passing defense. Rushing is 15th. South Beach is 2-1 with a plus 24 point differential. They are last in total and pass offense, but 12th in rushing offense. And they are 3rd in total and pass defense with a rush defense of 20th. So we'll take a peek at the expert picks before we get started. Sunny skies and heavy winds today at Canaveral Stadium, and South Beach a 30% chance to win, and all 4 of the panelists are taking Brooklyn in this one. We will see how the home crowd rallies with Maurice Gresham Jr. at the helm. Taking over for the original starter, Zach McFarland, who struggled during the first couple of games. And Gresham and company will see the ball first here as Matt Jansen boots it away to Jonathan Grissom. And it will be out to the 26-yard line where Gresham will get started here. Javonte Wells, second week in a row, he is starting at the running back spot. New center as well this week for South Beach is Case Baker, the user-credited prospect of South Beach owner. Really good games. He's ranked number 40 in blue. 2nd and 5 after the first down carry by Wells. Gresham now in the shotgun. His first career pass is incomplete. Third and 5 upcoming. Go! Gresham will throw, and incomplete that time, as that will force a punt as South Beach goes 3 and out. Luis Escobar on to punt it away. And it will be Terrence Baxter waiting for it. And he will return it, get across the 35 with a nice little move there and be out at the 37-yard line. Cody Tobin and company will go to work. Brooklyn with Ricky Stone in the backfield, of course, led by their 2 original receivers, Samuel Clemens and Marshall Presley, have been on this team since the team's inception, all the way back in season 1. And 2 young tackles, Declan Fitzpatrick, 74, and Thomas McCutcheon, 79, anchor to the offensive line for the Bandits. Stone on the carry brings up a 3rd and 5. Stephen Jennings now in the game. Tobin throws. Pass is incomplete. Good defense by Alex Benoit. The elite dev corner, former season 3 round 5 pick out of LSU, Ryan Blaisdell. On to punt it. Grissom waiting for it. And he's met immediately there at the 17-yard line. Just getting started here in South Beach. No score 7.5 to play. Gresham, there's his first completion. It is to James Aspen, the fullback. Forced out of bounds by number 40, Derek Bonds. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Storm. Handoff is to Wells right up the middle. And that'll be good enough for the first as he gains 15. Stephen Akins on the stop. Gresham has lots of time. Going to throw deep. He's got his man. Jerome Barrett hauls it in. That's the first big one for Gresham. Gains 37 yards. Now a bunch set. Gresham looks to keep throwing. Toss play to Wells. He's got a lot of space. He's got a touchdown. Javonte Wells with the breakaway speed, a 24-yard rushing score. Go. And Jeremy Allen's extra point is going to be off of the upright and no good. But South Beach does find themselves on the scoreboard first here, 6-0. As Baxter, having some trouble fielding that, will take it out across the 15 and be stopped shy of the 20. A little early hydration. It's always good. Tobin will throw it. That's complete. Marshall Presley on the catch. Gain of 6. It will bring up a 2nd and 4. Go! Tobin play action. Going deep. Incomplete. Good coverage again. Benoit there for the breakup. 3rd and 4 for Brooklyn. Pistol formation. Tobin. Pass is incomplete. Looked to be dropped. It was by C.J. McMillan. A little punt up coming for Blaisdell. And that'll be downed by Ricky Stone to the 25. South Beach with the ball again. Gresham in the weak eye. Colasanti and Brown to the right side. Hand off to Wells. Gain of 6 on that carry. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Go! Gresham under pressure, lost the football, but Javonte Wells is right there for the recovery. I believe it was Tyler Bayless who knocked it out, 95. Derek Bonds eventually dragging Wells down. 3rd and 7 here. That is dropped by D.V. Boatin. And that is certainly one he wants to have. Maybe a little bit low on that pass from Gresham, but still one Boatin should catch. Escobar on the punt. That one looks to roll inside the 15 and be downed at the 11. Tobin under pressure and getting to him for the sack. That time was Anthony Cage. Loss of 7 on the sack. Brooklyn now backed up at their own 5. Tobin looks, completes it. Josh Bridgers, but he is lit up on the play by Trevon Hobson. Big reception there for Bridgers. Gains 13 or so. 3rd and 3 coming up. Tobin has to escape the pocket. Completes it. Presley with the catch. Stop made. I believe it was Jonathan Burton on the tackle. First and 10 for Brooklyn. Tobin evades the sack there, but throws it to Presley. And that will be a 9-yard gain. Call it a 10. Well, 9.5, I guess, because he was short. I don't know how you call that. Anyway, Tobin, in a scramble, has the first down and a lot more. Getting it done with his legs that time, there's Tobin. This will probably be the end of the first quarter here. Nope, we're going to have one more play, it looks like. Ricky Stone on the carry. That will end the first quarter. 6-0 South Beach so far. Second quarter of action coming at you here from Canaveral Stadium. Brooklyn driving here, down 6-0. Tobin sacked on the play. Pushing back, it's Bryson Pitts with the sack. Third down, 13. Pistol formation for Tobin. Quick throw here, complete. It is Samuel Clemens for a first down. Needed 13, got 15. First and 10 Bandits. I formation now for Tobin. Hands off fullback David Pitzer. That'll be good for about 7. Another Mr. Irrelevant there with Pitzer. He was the Mr. Irrelevant in the Season 2 draft a few seasons ago. That pass is complete. Tobin to Rubio for the touchdown. Alex Rubio, now the number 1 tight end, has been for a while. Of course, started out as the backup in Orlando to Barrett Galbraith, of all tight ends, who is now converted to receiver on El Paso, but one of the legendary tight ends of the league. But he has found his tight end 1 spot in Brooklyn. Granted, their tight end room is not all that great, but he is the best one of them. Grissom on the return. And South Beach finding themselves down here by a point. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Gresham. Pass is incomplete, but I like the idea. Second and 10 after that incompletion. Gresham struggling a bit. Good start. Wells on the carry, going nowhere that time. George Austin on the stop. Third and 11. Gresham throws. That is over the outstretched arms of Jerome Barrett. And Escobar will punt again. We'll boot this deep to Baxter, who corrals it. And Brooklyn finds themselves with the football again. Cody Tobin hands off to Ricky Stone. That'll be a first down. First and 10 Brooklyn. Pass is knocked away. Good defense by Benoit again, who has been busy in this first half, breaking up passes. Second down handoff to Stone. There's a good stop. 23 Damontre Thorne on the tackle. Former second-round pick by Tucson in Season 4. Third and 10. Tobin passes incomplete. He was trying to hit Pitcher. That's just a bad one for Tobin. It'll be a fourth down punt here by Blaisdell. He'll boot that. That'll roll inside the 10 and be out of bounds at the 8. Gresham now pinned deep in his own territory. As it is a handoff to Marquise Maddox on first down. Gain of 9 on the play. I formation, 2nd and 1. Wells got the first down. Ball now at the 22. Go. Bunch set to the right. Pressure coming. Pass is almost picked. Good defense by Jonathan Spate. Playing against his former team, I do believe. Or am I wrong? Didn't he spend some time on Iowa? I forget. Also spent time on Virginia Beach and St. Louis as well. False start here by South Beach, D.V. Watson on the infraction there. Second down, 15 after the penalty. Play action, Gresham throws it short, complete, John Colasanti. And Spate made the tackle but hurt himself doing it. He'll have a leg injury. He's coming back later though. Gresham throws on 3rd and 15. It's intercepted. Terrell Stanton says, I will take that. Thank you very much. First career pick for Maurice Gresham Jr. And Brooklyn's got great field position. Tobin sacked. Loss of 8. It's Darian Keys. Second down and 18 after the sack. Tobin off his back foot, completes it. Clemens breaks a tackle and has the first down. What a play there by Clemens. Stop made by Aaron Lockridge. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning here in South Beach. First and 10, handoff to Stone. Stone fighting toward the goal line, and he will be just short. They'll mark him just inside the 1. Tobin looking to punch it in. He'll throw here. It's complete for the touchdown. Samuel Clemens. Extra point pending here. Jansen's kick is good. Gresham back out on offense now. Completes it there to Barrett. Stephen Akins on the tackle. That one good for 13. Looking to get a little 2-minute drill action before halftime. Brooklyn does get the ball at half, by the way. That pass will be incomplete. Second and 10 for South Beach. And Gresham just not on the same page there. Looks like he was looking for Templeton. Third and 10, handoff to Wells. And that will be a Brooklyn timeout. As Luis Escobar gets set to punt it away. That one will not have a return, as it is out at the 17. Tobin's first down pass is incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. Another incompletion that time. Both quarterbacks not on the same page with their receivers today, it looks like. 3rd down and 10 to go. Handoff to Stone, and not going to get very far that time. Hobson on the stop. And that will be a Blaisdell punt. Jonathan Grissom waiting for it. Ricky Stone is special teams tackle. 1st down for Gresham and company. 46 seconds to go in the opening half. Gresham throws another interception. This time it's picked by Derek Bonds. And that is his first career interception. Knocked away DeMontre Thorne. Second and 10. Tobin to throw. Pass is complete. Ryan Hinkle makes the catch. Originally on Brooklyn, spent some time with some other teams around the league, and has now made his way back to Brooklyn. Stone on the carry. Stuffed immediately. Bryson Pitts on the stop. That'll be 4th down. Blaisdell looks to punt. And Grissom has it TP into his hands, I guess. Okay. Sure. We'll take that, I guess. 1st and 10 with 5 seconds. Let's see what South Beach does. They throw it. It's complete to Barrett. Does he have enough time? No. End of the half, 14-6. Tobin. Complete. Bridges. Nice way to kick off the second half. Or first drive of the second half, I guess you could say. Stone. Not as much success that time. Trayvon Hobson on the tackle. Loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Stone stuffed again. This time it's Anthony Cage. They keep going backwards here in the rushing department. Stephen Jennings down in the game. Samuel Clemens in one-on-one coverage. Will go play action. Try and go to Clemens, and he catches it. On the deep crosser route, Samuel Clemens comes through in the clutch and picks up a Brooklyn 1st down. Tobin, hand off to Stone, shakes off one tackle, and gets a good gain of 5 off of that. Second and 5. A Pitzer handoff here. Pitzer lost it, but Jennings thankfully was right there. First and 10, Brooklyn. Hand off to Stone. Stone has enough for the first down. Move the sticks as Brooklyn is driving here. 8th play of the drive coming up. Tobin in the bunch formation. Completes it to Jennings. And barely got back to the line. Tobin will throw. End zone. Caught. Another touchdown for Samuel Clemens. He's had quite the game. 5 for 66 on 5 targets and 2 TDs. One of the most reliable receivers in the entire league. Wells. And that was Shackelford on the stop, yeah. Pretty good day for Wells, averaging over 8 yards a carry. Let's see what happens on this one. Not as much success. George Austin gonna bring him down that time. Third and 5. Pass. Oh, over the middle. Oh, Watson fumbles. And Gatling recovers. That is not what you want if you're South Beach. Another turnover. First down for Brooklyn. Tobin. Gonna just try and get it all. Nope. Ricky Durant on the coverage. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Go! Tobin throws. Complete. It's Bridges. As Tobin is pumped up about that. As I would expect him to be. A handoff to Stone on first down. Hobson on the stop. Second down and 5. They come out in the same formation they did the last play. They will run it again. Stone up the middle. First down again. First and goal. Tobin gonna scramble, and he's got the touchdown. Wow. Cody Tobin, rushing TD. 8 yards on that scramble. And this is all Brooklyn so far. They deserve a game like this. Jansen on the boot. And Grissom on the return. Wells. Bonds on the tackle. Second and 2 coming up. Strong eye for the Storm. Gresham lobs it up deep, and that'll be incomplete. Intended target was Jerome Barrett and Jonathan Spate on the coverage. Third and 2, play action for Gresham. Complete. Watson down the sideline. That's a big one for Gresham. So he picks up a first down. Ball at the 31 of Brooklyn. Gresham throws, complete, tight end, Corey Brown. And that'll end the third quarter. 28-6, all Brooklyn in this game so far. One more quarter play. Go! Gresham will throw. That's incomplete. Third down. Gresham throws. Dropped. Barrett couldn't hang on. That's not a way to help your rookie quarterback out. Jeremy Allen going to try from 42. It's good. Baxter fumbles the kickoff again, returns it. And brought down at the 23. Tobin. Incomplete. Laying down the coverage. Second and 10, man in motion is Presley. Tobin sacked on the play. Jonathan Burden coming in from his dime corner spot, making the sack. Loss of 11. Third and 21, they go play action, deep shot, incomplete. Aaron Lockridge in the coverage. Intent target was Alex Rubio. And Blaisdell will punt. Grissom going to let that one go. Down to the 35. Gresham. Pass is complete. Colasanti on the catch. Second and 8. Gresham throws. Again, Colasanti hauls it in. First down is picked up. Ball at the 47 now. A handoff to Wells. And George Austin, who's been a force at that D tackle spot today, makes the hit. Loss of 1. Second down and 11. Play action from Gresham. That is incomplete. Good defense by State. Third and 11. Full house formation. Gresham almost picked again. Stephen Akins got a hand on that. Incomplete. Fourth and 11. Escobar to punt it. That is going to be a beautiful punt. That is out the inside the 1. Ball at the half-yard line. Couldn't really put it any better, even if he tried. Tobin, feeling the pressure, lost it! Touchdown! South Beach. Reese Rainwater comes up with the scoop and score, as I think it was Jonathan Burden who knocked it out. Wells for 2, it's good. So this is a ball game again. South Beach down by 11. A 2-score game.
And hike.
Tobin, handoff to Stone.
And hike.
Throws it complete. That's Clemens.
Hike.
Third down complete. Presley. That's a huge gain and a great route as well. 1st and 10. Little I formation here.
And hike.
A running play with Stone.
Sit hut.
Stone on the give. Another handoff to Stone this time. I don't think he has it. Oh, they gave it to him. Okay. Interesting. By the crowd cheering, they thought they wouldn't give it to him. Tobin to Rubio. That's complete. 2nd down and 5 coming up.
Go!
Tobin. Whoops. It's caught. Rubio. Nice catch. Thought that one was going to be picked for a second. But nope. Two-minute warning is here.
Sit hut.
Tobin knocked away.
Sit hut.
Handoff to Pitzer. That goes nowhere. Bryson Pitts says, not going to be on my watch, buddy. 3rd and 10. Tobin incomplete. Fourth down, probably a field goal. Yep. Jansen from 36. Oh, he missed. Matt Jansen misses a field goal. You never see that. That is a rarity from one of the league's most accurate kickers ever. Another drop pass by these receivers. They reacted as though it was a defended pass, but I guess it deflected off of State as well. Whatever. Should have caught it. Gresham. Pass. There it is. There's a completion. Trenton Lawson. They hook up for 22 yards. 1st and 10 with the pistol. Complete. This time he's got Barrett. 1:28 to go. South Beach has just used their final timeout of the game, but this game is certainly not over yet. Gresham, 1st and 10. Pass is complete. He's got Watson. If they can go a little bit up tempo, they should have a solid chance here. They'd ideally like to go for 2 here. If they do score, they do score. Watson gets in the end zone. Do they go for 2 here? They will try and make it a field goal game here. 2-point conversion. Wells, he's got his second of the game. So it's 28-25. 4th and 12 time for South Beach. We'll see what they do. Gresham throws. It's complete. Are you kidding me? Jerome Barrett. And South Beach actually has a chance for a comeback here. They were down 28-6, I believe. They have scored 19 unanswered. And oh, that was so close, I believe. That was intended for Barrett, but he just couldn't get his hands on it. 2nd and 10 for the Storm. Gresham throws. There's a completion. Barrett's had a great game. Spate on the stop, I believe. At 25, I think. Yeah. All right, 1st and 10 for 35. Gresham throws. Complete! Or you've got to be joking! Jerome Barrett, touchdown! Dude, what? No way. 4-play drive, and Maurice Gresham Jr. has his... is that his first career TD pass? No, that was his second, because they had also just scored another one. So, yeah. That was his second. Blotchin was his first. And that's a touchback. Brooklyn, down by 4. Field goal does them no good here. They have 36 seconds. In a game they thought they wouldn't lose. Here come the Storm. Incomplete pass for Presley Benoit with a great defended pass there. Bunch formation. For the Bandits, they go to the sideline with Bridges. Is he out of bounds? Probably. Only a gain of 2 on that play. Gotta start thinking down the field for Brooklyn. Bunch formation. Tobin completes it. Clemens hurdles over a man and gets to midfield. 21 seconds left. They probably have 2 plays with the amount of timeouts they have. Maybe 3 if they're lucky. Tobin knocked away. Good defense. Benoit again. I think that's at least 5 or 6 for him in the defended pass department. 19 seconds to go. Tobin in the gun. Looks to throw. Knocked away again. Good defense by Lockridge. 3rd and 10. Big play here for Brooklyn. 15 seconds remain. That pass is caught. Samuel Clemens, they have 8 seconds. I don't know if... Oh, they will have enough time to run on the play because they have a timeout. So it's probably this or nothing for Brooklyn, unless they're an incompletion here.
Go!
They will throw it over the middle. Rubio was a yard short. Oh my gosh. Okay, first time I'm breaking out the instant replay on this stream. Just how close was Rubio here? It was Hobson who makes the game-saving tackle. And we gotta get an over-the-top view of this one, because, oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. So the knee was definitely down. But, oh my gosh, Brooklyn was that close. Can you believe it? Jerome Barrett, 7 catches for 166. No injuries, it looks like, for either team. But Maurice Gresham Jr., against all odds, wins his first career NAGA game. Throws for almost 300 yards, despite throwing 2 picks. Clemens, 8 catches, 123 and 2. Rubio 4 for 49, almost had 2 TDs, man. He was 1 yard away. Wow, man. That is a great game. Great game. Just tremendous. Wells did great, 13 for 76. Of course, we mentioned Barrett. D.V. Blatton. Alex Benoit had a great game. He must have had at least 6 DPs. 5. Yep. And it turns out that Matt Jansen missing a field goal, I mean, not that it would have done anything, but it would have made the game closer and perhaps prompted Brooklyn to kick a field goal and win the game on that last drive. But regardless, that is how the game will end. I think with the game stats here, maybe already done this, I don't know. 401 yards of offense for South Beach. They win today, 32-28. And that'll be it for me for this game. We'll see you next time, and have a great rest of your weekend, folks.